Hello, this is Gordon with PortlandHomeAutomation.com. Today we're going to show you a video of the Control4 system being used as a universal remote. And I'll let you know this is the most user-friendly universal remote I have ever seen. So I've turned on the TV by pressing the red 4 button on the top of the remote. Now the TV's on, you can see that I can move these icons around. I can highlight different icons on the screen. I'm doing that by pushing the navigation buttons on the remote, the up, down, right, left, and the select buttons right in the middle of the remote. Now this is how we're going to navigate through the different things you want to do on your TV, like a universal remote, so you can watch TV or listen to music. This does have a built-in music server also. So we're going to highlight watch, and I'm doing all that with the navigation buttons on the remote. So I'm going to highlight watch, I'm going to select it. Now what that's doing is it's saying, okay, this TV can view these pieces of equipment. Most of us are going to be doing cable or satellite. This will control any satellite box, any cable box. So I'm going to select cable because that's what we're going to want to be doing first. Most off, we're watching cable. So what that just did is it took the TV and said, okay, let's switch to input to watch the cable box. Now that that was in a surround sound system, everything else, it would change the sound system, it would change everything. So we're watching the cable box. I can now pause the cable box. I can turn the volume up and down on the TV. I can fast forward. I can go to the DVR functions of the cable box. I can go to the guide. You know, all those things that you would normally do with your regular cable box or satellite box, we can do with this one remote. And those act just like any other remote that you have. So let's go ahead and mute that. Let's go ahead and jump back to the main screen. The Control4 GUI screen is what they call this. And by doing that, I just hit the red 4 on the top of the remote and it brought me back to this page. Let's go ahead and go back to watch. Now you see that we have says movies, cable, Xbox 360, cameras, and all that. You might ask what the movies is. Well, movies, some of you might think it's like Netflix or some of that stuff you get online, but it's actually a NAS drive, a network attached storage device hooked up to this TV. On this, I can take all of our movies that we've had, all our DVDs and everything that we've had that, you know, you got 400, 500 DVDs laying around and there's never the right movie in the right box. You can't find the box, you can't find the movie. So what this does is I've taken all of our movies, converted them to AVI files, put them in this hard drive, and now I can just access them right here. So I went movies. Now I'm on all movies. I can choose those by genre, by ratings, by directors, by actors. So if I want to say I want to watch a Tom Hanks movie, I can just go actors, hit enter, and it'll go through all those movies and it'll pull up all the actors or actresses that are in any one of those movies, and you see Tom Hanks, pick it, and it'll show all the movies that he's in. Let's go ahead and just show you something here. Let's say we want to watch the Terminator series. So I can go over here to the right. I can hit the T button, which is the number 8 button on the remote. That'll bring up all the movies that start with T. So it's not on that page, so let's scroll down one page. So I'm going to hit page down. And there's Terminator. Let's go Terminator 2 Judgment Day. If I click right here, it'll open it up and show me who's in it, when it was made, the director, all that stuff. If I click over here to the right, see where I'm moving that on the icon, click on the right there, and it'll actually just start playing the movie. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. Now what that did is it turned on the media drive. It switched the TV to a different input. It went down to the basement, in the closet in the basement where this NAS drive is sitting. It says, hey, send the Terminator movie up to the living room TV. So now it's loading the Terminator movie, and it will then buffer it and then start playing the movie. Like I say, that's it's not a bad way to do this, because there, as easy as that, there's our Terminator movie. Now, if I wanted to say jump halfway through this movie or 3/4 through the movie or whatever, I can just hit the 4 or the 5 or the 6, whatever button on the remote. So if I want to go 40% into the movie, I can hit the 4 button on the remote. If I want to go 50%, I can hit the 50. Let's go ahead and just say let's go to 60% through the movie. I hit the 6 button. It'll now go out and say, okay, 60% of 2 hours and 16 minutes is 1 hour and 21 minutes. Just pause it, buffer it, and start playing it again. I can pause the movie from here. I can do all kinds of stuff, you know, normal stuff. So let's go ahead and stop. Go back to the main Control4 GUI page. You hit by the red 4 on the top of the remote. Takes us right back to our screen. What we saw there, that was actually a, this also has a screensaver ability that you can put into it. And if it, I have it set for 45 seconds, I think. So after 45 seconds of being on this screen, those pictures will start coming up and just rotating to whatever you set it at. I have it set at probably 45 seconds, and every 20 seconds give me a new picture. So if you're sitting here listening to music, say you're just working around the house and listening to music, well, you could actually have this TV on doing slideshows throughout your day working. If you're having a party, you're having Christmas time, you're having a lot of people over, it's actually a pretty cool feature that you could have slideshows just playing while you're listening to music. There's my family in Hawaii. So like I say, it'll just, in 20 seconds, it'll put up another picture. So if I was listening to music or anything like that, it'll just play those. But let's go ahead and go back to our demo. I'm going to hit the red 4 button on the top of the remote. That will get us back into our main screen. Okay, let's go over to listen. We're going to show you a little bit of the music server. So I'm going to highlight the listen button. I'm doing that all with the navigation buttons on the remote, the right, left, up, and down. I'm going to select it. That says okay. We have My Music, Rhapsody server, and this other stuff is like zones is for the other rooms of the house. I can control the other rooms and whatever. If you have just one of these on, you wouldn't see a lot of that stuff, but this is what I can actually access music with on this TV. We're going to go to My Music. Now it will show, first up, it automatically populates under My Artists. If I go down to My Albums, hit Select, and now it'll show all the cover art of, you know, whichever album. Let's say I want to go down, let's listen to the Beach Boys. I go down, I highlight it, I select it. Okay, now it says, where it's highlighted there, it says play now, add to queue, details, or jump down here. Now if I want to listen to just one song, I can just click on this play button of whatever song I want. So like Surfing USA, if I want to listen to that, I just select that. But now if I want to listen to the whole CD, I come back here to play now, and it will play the whole CD. So it's now going down to the music server, saying, oh, hey, send the Beach Boys CD up to the living room TV, and it's playing it right there. Now, if I want to fast forward to the next song, I can just hit chapter skip forward. It'll go to the next song. I can, you know, do all kinds of stuff with this. So let's go ahead and mute that. Hit stop because I don't need to listen to that anymore. I could also choose to listen to music via a genre artist playlists. Let's go to playlists. I've set up playlists for our house. There's quite a few of them. My daughters and my sons and just a little bit of everything. We have a little Christmas music, Christmas country, Gordon's Rocks, Jeanette's, my music's, my wife's music. Let's go down to party music, down here at the bottom somewhere, right there, party music. Go ahead and select. It'll populate and show you all the songs that are in the party list playlist. And there is like 168 songs there. So if I want to come down here and say I want to listen to Photograph by Def Leppard, I can just go right there and highlight that. But if I want to listen to the whole playlist, I'm going to go back one, I can just click right there on that play button, hit play, and now it'll start playing this playlist. And there's actually 113 songs on this playlist. And now it's playing Elvis. I can fast forward the next song, and I have them set for random and to just repeat. So I'll just keep hitting, and it'll just keep jumping around and find different songs. Now, like I say, if I was playing this playlist, cleaning the house, just working around on the porch, or, you know, whatever, I can just let it play. And like I said, in I think it's 45 seconds, I'll start getting my screensaver that comes up. So if I was actually having a party and I want my TV on, that's a 52-inch TV with you know, family pictures on it. That's a little bit better than a 7-inch, $150, $175 little picture frame that you can get. This is a 52-inch one, and works fairly well. So like I said, if I sat here and listened to this for 45 minutes doing whatever, I'll slowly start getting pictures come across. Don't really have time for that now, so I'm going to go ahead and stop. We'll go back to Control 4, the main page. Now, as you see, this also does lighting. I can control security. It also will do thermostat stuff, but I don't have any thermostats set up in this room. But I can control lighting. If I go to here, it'll bring up and show me, first it'll show me this room, the lighting's in this room. It'll show me outside lighting. It'll show me, all kinds of stuff. I can click on that and kill the light in that room, turn it back on. I can also, on my remote, I have the blue button on the top of the remote set to toggle the lights in this room off and on. I can hit the yellow button and it will actually dim those lights down 30%. So if you're watching a movie, you're watching TV at night, you got to get up and go to the bathroom or get a drink of water or whatever, you can hit that yellow button, turn those lights on 30%, which will give you the ability to move around without blinding you again. Or, the blue button, turn them on or turn them off. Go back to the red 4 button on the top of the remote. Now, we've showed you some stuff here. Now, if you're in a bigger house and you have multiple rooms, let's say you have a camera system in the house, you can actually access and control that DVR with this system. Like there's my backyard, and if I wanted to say I want to look at all my cameras, I can hit my page button, put in my password. That will change the screen, give me all my cameras. I can go back, I can say I want to look at last night at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can go back, I can scroll that, do that with this machine. If I say I want to look at just, obviously one camera, I can do that. Anyway, it's kind of a cool feature that you can actually control. And these are just all analog cameras, they're not, they're just basic old analog cameras. So let's go back to the red 4 button on the remote. See what else we got here. Go back to watch. Oh, we have our Xbox. We use our Xbox 360 obviously for the Kinects, playing games and everything, but we also use it for getting into Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, all that stuff you ever want to look at on TV, through your TV. That Xbox will do it. Or some Blu-ray players. We also use, we have a Blu-ray player. Like down in the theater, we have a Blu-ray player set up for that kind of stuff. Anyway, go back to cable. Watch some cable TV. Get ready for the Super Bowl. And, it's that easy. Like if I want to change channel, just change channel up. So it works just like, your regular Comcast remote or your DirecTV remote in that regard, but it's just so much easier to run. To power off the system, you just, on the top of the remote, there's a room off button. You just hit that button, you're done. So that, in a nutshell, is the Control4 system being used as a universal remote, the most user-friendly remote I've ever seen. I've been doing this a long time. So if you have any questions, email us or give us a call. Thank you very much.